say, not this time last year, but maybe a month prior, maybe it was sometime in the middle of May, Scott Nsinga, after I think 8 years, he sent out an email thanking everyone for the great 8 years he had. We knew we would miss him, and I just saw the email and said, and I knew he had taken the role as athletic director at Salem. So he sent that out, and I thought, no, I knew it already, so I didn't think much of the email. And then 5 minutes later, I get an email from Lisa Gingras, and it says, "Would you be interested?" That was the first line. The second line, "You may still coach." And I contacted her, and away we went. So, and I'm very happy I made that decision. It predominantly is scheduling and game management. So I am often on the computer just verifying with other athletic directors about schedules for the various sports throughout the seasons, deal with the arbiters in terms of making sure we have officials, and coordinating with our athletic trainers, things, just the basic simple things that we just have to make sure logistically so we're all set, so then when a bus shows up and a team arrives, our team's ready to play. And then game management, where I'm at most, if not all, of the home games, and just to make sure we have the officials are all set, the teams are all set, we have someone doing the scorebook, scoreboard, things of that nature. And then putting out small fires, if you will, on a day-to-day basis here. Lisa Gingras, as the athletic director, she takes all the major fires, and I am not an evaluator or a supervisor of coaches, but just being a fellow coach, I'd like to think I'm often a place where people come in and either vent or just want to bounce ideas off me. I'd like to think I'm a relatively decent sounding board. So that's the brunt of it. Scheduling, I think, takes up most of it. Lisa knows me very, very well, and she knew that was a non-starter. Because originally this job has kind of transformed over the last several years, and I guess for some reason just this time coaching was allowed, whereas it hadn't been in previous iterations of the job, if you will. So she knew there was no chance. I'm not ready to give up coaching. I tell her all the time, half jokingly, not jokingly, I tell her she's very secure in her job. One, because she's tremendous at it. We are very, very fortunate to have her, and I don't say that just because I work with her. She is, all the coaches agree. She's very good at it. And two, I don't want that job. I have no aspirations of that right now, and that may sound rather content, but I just love coaching. I cannot give that up, and I don't foresee giving it up anytime. Typical teachers in a block scheduling, as I did for however many years, we have 4 blocks, and we would teach 3 each semester. So 6 total classes or courses, if you will. I now teach 1 each semester, so 2 total courses. So it works out. It's a perfect world, because as someone said to me when I was looking into getting the coordinator job, you're at all the games anyway. I used to work the football games as the game director, and I've done that for other athletics as well, so I now get to do that. I still get to coach, and I still get to teach, which I do. I still love that. It's great not having to grade 70 essays and only having 25 or so, or whatever the math works out to, so that's very nice, but I don't think I'm ready to give up the classroom yet either. I was told right off the bat I had 1 year to make all my mistakes, and I've taken full advantage of that. The biggest thing I've found, excuse me, is in this, it wasn't so much the fall, because I think I knew what was coming, and I was, Lisa and Diane Keene, who everyone knows is the real boss around here. She's tremendous. It wasn't the fall, the winter. I just get so engrossed in basketball, and everyone picked up the slack for me. This spring, I really noticed this more than anything. I'm a creature of habit, and I need routine. There's no such thing. There's no routine. There's no, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to concentrate on correcting essays for half an hour, and there's going to be a phone call or an email, or some kid needs a uniform, or someone got in trouble, or that's the thing. Things pop up all the time, and just not having been in an office, just been in a classroom, there was no drop-in. Everyone would just come in, the bell, you're so in line with the bell schedule as a teacher that you get used to it. And I had been for 18 years, so the non-routine that was what struck me, and that was the hardest thing to get used to. This year was all about learning the ropes, and I don't want to make mistakes, and I just wanted, what is the job? And when Scott Nsinga was still here, when he went over before he took off to go to Salem, I came in and I said, okay, what exactly am I doing as the athletic coordinator? Because I'd seen it as a coach from his perspective, but I didn't know on a day-to-day basis what it was. So this year was all about, okay, what is it? Now it's, I have some ideas. For instance, this is still in its infancy, but I've contacted several other ADs. We are hosting on September 10th. We're hosting a fan summit. Not exactly sure what that entails yet, but we want to get as many Division I schools to send their fans and their athletic leadership councils here to South for an all-day conference seminar, just so we can promote what it's like to be a fan and try to eliminate the negative back and forth that we have all seen at a football game or a basketball game, where the kids are just, the game becomes secondary and the kids are simply going back and forth trying to one-up each other with not quite or crossing the line. So we're putting that together, and I'm excited about that. We're going to host that. We do have the Athletic Leadership Council that we've had for about 2 years, but I'd like to expand what that does. For instance, on Tuesday, I took 6 kids to Gateway Hills Health Club up behind the Artist formerly known as the Sheraton Terra. And the reason being, we're looking to upgrade our weight room. Our weight room is pretty much what it was when we opened South. So we have a little bit of money. We're looking to purchase some equipment, and there's this one apparatus, if you will, that I've been told was up at Gateway Hills. And I went in just on a whim, cold called, and said, hey, can I go look at it? I talked to the owner, really nice guy, Matt Dispenza, and he showed it to me. He says, hey, offhand remark, he says, if you want to bring some kids in, see what it's like, we'll get one of our trainers, put you through a workout. Yes, please. So we did that 2 days ago, and the kids loved it. So now it's getting those kids to promote our weight room, promote workouts. For instance, next Thursday, a week from today, we finish school, we have final exams. I'm about to make an announcement at 2 o'clock over the intercom to let every athlete know we're going to have an all-athletes workout. Coach Knight, Coach Wyberny, and a few other coaches, any athlete who wants to come in, doesn't matter what sport, doesn't matter what level, even kids who are thinking about doing athletics. We want to get them all together in our gym and then in the weight room and put them through a workout. This is what you should be doing for your sports. This is what you should be doing in the off season, just to promote levels of competition here, because we, as you and I have spoken about, we've struggled the last few years overall as athletic community at South, and we're trying to bring kids together and maybe create a few more multi-season athletes and just bring all the kids together, and hey, if we work out together, maybe it'll just something to build on.